This is Kajol Jadhav and I am here to explain daily current affairs for UPSC Civil Services exam.
Iran-India ties are deepening, but flexibility of Tehran-Islamabad relations could make Delhi uncomfortable. Why Iran is not willing to distance itself from Pakistan? How is Iran's diplomacy towards Pakistan and China? Why Iran is somewhat uncomfortable with India? What is Think West policy? How India is balancing its ties in the Middle East? GS Paper 2. Effect of policies and politics of developing in developed countries on India's interests. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from indianexpress.com, dated April 6, 2018.
What we are providing here is just a 10% sample out of the full-length video. Visit our website iasvideos.com to join the course and to unlock all videos. We offer this pen drive course cash on delivery on Amazon.in too. Amazon will deliver our course to your doorstep.
What is the context about? Last month, Iran's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Javad Zarif, paid an official visit to Islamabad in order to pacify the Pakistanis. It has come after Hassan Rouhani's 3-day trip to India the month before the first Iranian presidential visit since 2003. Zarif said, "Our relations with India, just like Pakistan's relation with Saudi Arabia, are not against Pakistan." Such a circumnavigated sentence captures the tactical finesse of Tehran, but India may be uncomfortable with the resilience of Iran-Pakistan relations. Why Iran is not willing to distance itself from Pakistan? Iran seems to play one country against the other in order to maximize its gains in the context of sanctions, which are badly affecting its economy. Such a strategy is facilitated by Pakistani's attitude, which tries hard not to alienate Iran. Both countries share a 900 kilometers long border that cuts across Balochistan, a doubly distributed province. Iran and Pakistan have also a common neighbor, Afghanistan, where they could intensify a proxy war. Pakistan needs gas, Iran needs to sell its gas. How is Iran's diplomacy towards Pakistan and China? Iran sees Chinese investments in Pakistan as an economic opportunity, whereas India makes a point not to take part in the BRI, while India conceived Chabahar as the best means to balance Wadar. The Iranians want to connect both, and Javad Zarif said in Islamabad that Iran has offered Pakistan and China the opportunity to participate in Chabahar. Zarif also thanked Pakistan for helping Iran fight terrorism, something that directly contradicts the Indian narrative. Sunni militants in Iranian Balochistan received support from Pakistan-based sectarian groups for years. Why Iran is somewhat uncomfortable with India? Iran is not comfortable with India because of its strategic partnership with the US at a time when Donald Trump is prepared to restore the sanctions his predecessor had started to lift. Iran has disapproved of the Afghan policy of the new American administration that India has applauded. What is Think West policy? Despite long historical ties, India's links to Gulf countries in the last few decades had come to be defined by the twin factors of energy imports and labor exports. So, in order to maintain the flow of energy and labor, India needs a good diplomatic ties with West Asia. So, it is to be matched with Act East policy. In the Middle East, there is an ongoing tripartite struggle between Iran, Saudi Arabia and Israel. Each of them want to dominate Middle East politically and religiously. So, India is very careful handling the situation without affecting their interests. How India is balancing its ties in the Middle East. Iran. India maintains a good diplomacy with Iran after its JCPOA, a nuclear deal agreement with P5 plus Germany and its subsequent lifting of economic sanction. India is building a naval port in Chabahar at the coast of Gulf of Oman in Iran, which helps India in bypassing Pakistan and connecting Afghanistan and Central Asia. Israel. India in its olden days had no or minimum relation with Israel, but after the Kargil War, India maintains a good diplomacy with Israel, mainly for its arms import. India is the largest buyer of Israeli military equipment, and Israel is the second largest defense supplier to India after Russia. Palestine. India is one of the first non-Muslim countries in the world to recognize Palestine in 1948, and India strongly supports two-state solution to solve the Israel-Palestine conflict. Also, India wants to play a major role to dehyphenate the tension between Israel and Palestine after America's decision of recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Saudi Arabia. India maintains strong cultural diplomatic relation with Saudi Arabia and India. Saudi trade was almost $25 billion, about 2 million Indians working in Saudi Arabia. Saudi imports from India amounted to $7 billion, or 2.7% of India's overall exports in 2015.